Hi guys, it's Sheena here, and today I'm going to be leading you through a navel chakra yoga flow. So this is the 5th yoga flow in my 10-part chakra series. Make sure that you check out the 4 other videos prior to this one before you go ahead and try this one. If you don't have time to practice with me right now, that's okay. Just make sure that you save this video and add it to your watch later. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So our navel chakra flow is going to focus on the core today. So the navel chakra represents confidence off the mat. If you are somebody who struggles with an imbalance in your navel chakra, then you might struggle with lack of confidence, lack of motivation, or even lack of willpower. So we're going to bring the energy and attention to the navel chakra today in our flow. And at the very end of class in our Shavasana, I will give you a little intention to take with you off of your mat so that you can bring more attention to this chakra even when you're not practicing. So let's go ahead and get started on our back. From a comfortable seat, just go ahead and roll down nice and slow onto the back here. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths just lying down. So option to bring your soles of the feet to touch here, coming to Supta Baddha Konasana. Just opening up the hips, letting gravity do its job. And then bring the hands to heart center and the low belly, connecting to the core straight away. Let's take a big inhale through the nose here. And a big exhale out the mouth, side out. Good, and let's seal the lips. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose now. Coming straight to an Ujjayi pranayam. Nice steady inhales and exhales through the nose. And really try to relax through the low body here. So let those hips just hang heavy towards the ground. Filling up the low belly and then the chest, the lungs with air. 2 more breaths. Last one here. Good. Let's gently bring our hands to the knees and we'll begin to bring the legs to meet. So from here, we're going to do a very simple little action to begin to wake up the core. Go ahead and bring your hands to opposite sides of the body. And what we're going to do is tuck and untuck our pelvis 3 times. So notice when you have an untucked pelvis here, the back is arched and you can't really feel the ground below you in your low back. Take a big inhale. We're just going to tuck our pelvis. Good. And exhale, squeeze your core, untuck. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, tuck that tailbone right underneath the hip bones here. Exhale, untuck. Feel that arch in the spine. Good. Very small movement here. Last one. Begin to engage the abdominals, squeezing your core. Exhale here. Good. So let's go ahead and come back to that tucked pelvis now. So inhale, tuck that pelvis. And from here on out, anytime we begin to engage the core, I want you to keep that tucked pelvis throughout. So make sure that whole low back stays on the ground. From here, let's go ahead and bring both of the hands to the thighs. Keeping that tucked pelvis, let's bring the legs to 90 degrees, okay? So intentionally push that low back down into the ground, squeeze your core, and begin to just slightly, ever so slightly, push your thighs away from you. So squeezing the core here, begin to feel the abdominals doing all of the work here. Squeeze your inner thighs together, breathe. So a lot going on here in this very small movement, but we're just waking up the core, pushing the low back into the ground as we squeeze the abdominals and rebound, pushing the thighs away and pushing the thighs into the hands. Good, y'all. Stay with it. I know it's tricky. One more big breath here. Exhale, release. Good. Gently bring the feet down. Well done. Let's go ahead and just windshield wiper the knees left to right, releasing the hips and the low back here. Good. We're going to do that same thing, but this time we're going to add on. So go ahead and tuck that pelvis. Begin to bring the legs up to 90 degrees, and we're going to come to a little dead bug here. So squeeze your core. Take a big inhale as you extend your left leg long. Reach your right arm behind you. Exhale to bring them both back to center. Good. Keep pushing that low back into the ground. Inhale, switch. Right leg extends. Point or flex the toes. Left arm reaches long. Exhale back to center. Good. We're going to do 5 on each side, so 4 more here. Inhale, get long. Exhale. Good. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale. Make sure that low back is staying planted. I know it's going to want to come up. Good. Keep going for 3. Big breaths here for 2. Good for 1. Well done, and slowly lower the soles of the feet down to the ground. Let's go ahead and take that windshield wiper action one more time. This time you can bring the feet to opposite edges of the mat, and we're just gonna really let that low body, let gravity do the work here, and just release, let go. From here, we're gonna hug the knees into the chest, so go ahead and wrap your arms around your shins, curling into a tight little ball here, bringing the forehead up to the knees, and let's go ahead and rock and roll up to a seat. You can do this once, twice, 3 times. Again, keeping that pelvis nice and tucked, squeezing the core. Good, and let's meet in a tabletop all 4s. So tabletop, stacking the hands underneath the shoulders here. Go ahead and flip to the tops of your feet. And then let's begin to push the ground away, even in this posture. So making sure that you have some space between the palms of the hands and the ground. Good, we're gonna come into some cat-cows here just to stretch out the spine. So on your inhale, push into the tops of the feet, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale to cat pose, curl and round, arch the spine. Good, twice more. Inhale, cow. Looking up if it's comfortable for the neck here. You don't have to though. And exhale, cat pose. Last time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good. Let's inhale back to a neutral tabletop here, and we're gonna come to a modified side plank on the right side. So keep that right hand underneath the right shoulder. I'm gonna bring that right foot back behind my knee, and then I'm gonna extend my left arm nice and long, high to the sky. Let's go ahead and inhale here. And I'm going to exhale to swoop that left arm all the way overhead, just finding some nice length in the body. Good. And then inhale to bring it back up to the sky. This time I'm going to bring the left hand behind the head. So make sure that elbow stays nice and wide. Keep that lift in the low body. Take a big inhale, squeeze your left glute to lift the leg. On the exhale, I'm going to crunch. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Good. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Good. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, extend. Really squeeze your obliques here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale for 2. Exhale, crunch. Inhale for 1. Exhale, crunch. Good. Inhale back to your modified side plank with the leg lifted. And let's exhale, release the left leg down nice and controlled. Good. Come to your tabletop here. Let's take 1 round of cat-cow just to stretch it out. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Good. Inhale back to your neutral spine here, and we're going to do that on the other side. So go ahead and keep that left hand planted right under the shoulder here. Keep a soft bend in the elbow. Extend that right leg long. Reach that right arm high to the sky. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, just swoop that right arm overhead. Lift through the hips here. Inhale back to your modified side plank. And on the exhale, I'm going to bend the elbow and bring the right hand behind the head. Good. Keep that head in line with the spine. Take a big inhale, squeeze your right glute to lift. Exhale, crunch, right knee to right elbow. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently bring the foot back down and come back to your all fours. Good. From here, let's go ahead and make our way to child's pose. So bringing the hips back towards the heels here. Lengthen the arms out long in front of you. Breathe, filling up the low belly on the thighs. One more big breath here. Good. On our next inhale, let's roll up to tabletop all fours. And this time I'm going to tuck the toes. Let's lift the knees and the hips high, downward facing dog. So go ahead and pedal out the legs here. Let's do just a nice little shake and nod of the head. Make sure that head is hanging nice and heavy. Keep that core nice and tight. So really bringing attention to the core throughout our practice today. And try not to make this a passive pose in the core here. So really sucking up the stomach to the spine and then lengthening through the spine here. So stomach to upper thighs. Let's take one more big breath. Let's inhale to come up high onto the tippy toes and roll forward to a high plank. Good. Squeeze the core here, drive those heels back. And we'll exhale just to take it back, downward dog. So the only thing I'm moving here is my hips. We're going to do that 4 more times. Inhale to roll as slowly, lazily as you can with control. And then exhale, bring it back, downward dog. Good. 3 more. Inhale, crown of the head is the last thing to come up. Squeeze the core here. Core is guiding the movement. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale for 2. Push the ground away. Exhale, down dog. Last one here. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. Breathe. 1 breath. Exhale, let it go. Good. Let's firm up that left leg. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale to step the right foot between your hands, coming to low crescent lunge. Good. Find your cow pose in the upper body here. And then take a big inhale as we lift up all the way high, coming to high crescent lunge. Our exhale is high crescent, so let's sink a little deeper here. Settle in, breathe. One more inhale and high crescent, find length. Exhale, warrior 2. Plant the left sole of the foot down, open up to that right side. Good. On our next inhale, flip the right palm, take it back, peaceful warrior. And our exhale is going to take us to side angle pose. So bringing the right forearm down to the right thigh, keeping some space between the right shoulder and the right ear. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Breathe. Good, y'all. On our next inhale, I'm going to straighten my right leg. Squeeze your core. Inhale, reverse triangle. And our exhale is going to be triangle. So dive forward with that right palm until you can't anymore, and then bring the right hand down. So our little reverse triangle and triangle flow, we're going to take that twice more. The core is guiding the whole movement here. So inhale, squeeze your obliques back, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Good. Last time here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Good. Our next inhale is going to bring us back to warrior 2. Then let's exhale back to our low crescent lunge, cartwheel those hands down. We'll take a vinyasa here, but this is your practice, so feel free to skip it. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good.
One full breath in down dog. Squeezing the core to protect the low back. Exhale. And let's take that on the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale to step it between the hands, low lunge. Find your cow pose in the upper body. And then inhale to reach up all the way. Exhale here, high crescent lunge, sink a little deeper, settle in. Keep that pelvis nice and tucked, good. One more big inhale, find length. Exhale, warrior two, plant that right foot down, good. Inhale, flip your left palm, take it back, reverse warrior. Exhale to your side angle pose. Option to take extended side angle here as well, whatever feels better. Breathe, one full breath. Exhale here. On our next inhale, we'll straighten that left leg. Inhale the right palm down, the right leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle, diving forward with that left hand and then bringing it down, good. Taking that twice more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Remember, our midsection is guiding us there. Last time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Good. Use your abdominals. Inhale, strong core, warrior two. Exhale, low crescent lunge. Inhale, plank pose, final vinyasa, take it or not. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full breath here. Okay, on our next inhale, we're gonna roll onto the tippy toes, coming forward to that high plank, and we're just gonna create some more heat here before we cool it down. So from our high plank, we're gonna tap one shoulder, tap the other, tap one hip, tap the other, tap one knee, tap the other. Good, we're gonna do that 4 more times. Here we go. Inhale, tap, exhale, tap. One breath, one movement. It's okay if you do it out of order, but again, really think about squeezing that core here. Keep pushing the ground away as actively as you can. The obliques are working. The triceps are working. Keep breathing. I know it's tough, but that cool down is gonna feel good. Nice, strong core. Tap and tap. Let's do one more. Tap, 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 and tap. Well done. Go ahead and lower those knees down. Well-deserved child's pose. So an option to bring the knees a little wider here. Coming to a wide-legged child's pose. And extending those arms out long in front of you. Just let that forehead melt into the ground. Take about 2 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. From child's pose, we'll push up into tabletop. And from tabletop, let's make our way to a seat. So from our seat, we're going to go ahead and bring the soles of the feet in towards the buttocks. From here, go ahead and take a nice long spine, bringing the hands underneath the knees. From here, I'm going to extend the arms out in front of me. Now we're going to squeeze the core here and begin lowering with a straight spine until you really feel the abdominals engage. Once you get there, option to stay here. If you'd like a little more, go ahead and lift those feet off the ground. And we're just going to hold here for 3. Keep breathing. 2. Last 1. Good. Let's use the core to lower down, stretch pose, low boat. Same thing, we're going to hold. Think about tucking the pelvis. Think about our strong core for 3. Keep that spine long for 2, for 1. Well done, guys. Go ahead and come back to a seat. And we're going to take a nice little stretch here. So I'll offer a couple of variations, but we're going to go ahead and grab the big toes with the peace fingers, and we're going to take upward angle pose. So this one's for the core as well, but it's going to feel really good for the hips and the hamstrings after all that core work. So go ahead and inhale as you lengthen your legs. Now it's okay if the legs aren't completely straight. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Now option to stay here. If you want a really deep hamstring stretch, go ahead and separate the legs. So think happy baby in the low body, but really keep that spine nice and lifted. Good, one more big breath. Well done, let's gently come out the way we came in, coming back to a seat here. And from our easy seat, we'll lower all the way down onto the back. On the back, let's go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and squeeze them tightly here, just feeling some compression between the low belly, the thighs. From here, let's go ahead and extend that left leg out long, flexing the left toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, just gently tug that right knee in a little bit tighter. Good, one more big inhale here. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and guide it over to the left side for supine twist. So right knee is gonna come towards the left side of the mat. Make sure that right shoulder stays planted here. Now option to just look up or option to look over the right shoulder. If you'd like a little more, you can bring that left hand to the outer right thigh. Deep breaths. One more breath. Good, and we'll gently unwind, bring that neck to come back through center here, bringing both knees into the chest once more. And we'll exhale over to the other side. Go ahead and extend that right leg nice and long, flexing the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, hug that left knee in just a little bit more. One more big inhale. Just begin guiding it over to the left side. And we'll exhale for our supine twist on the left side. So bringing that left knee over to the right side of the mat. And if this is too much in the arms, we can go ahead and just take a cactus shape in the arms instead of that T position. Breathing here. One more breath. Good, and on our next inhale, let's slowly unwind, bringing both knees back into the chest one more time. And from here, we'll take a happy baby to close it out, bringing arms in between the legs with the hands grabbing onto the soles of the feet, inner or outer. Maybe just a gentle rock and roll here. But really try and relax those shoulder blades down so that all of the low body is doing the work here. Maybe you straighten one leg and then the other, getting out any final wiggles. And when you've had enough, let's go ahead and bring the knees into the chest one final time, giving yourself a nice little hug here. And on our exhale, we'll come to our Shavasana corpse pose. Extending the legs out nice and long, taking up as much space as you need to here. An option to bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing up, or coming back to that
pose that we began class with, bringing both hands to the low belly, our center chakra here. We'll take about 5 deep breaths. So release the breath here. Begin to return to the natural rhythm of your breath. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you have time for today. But if you're ready to close out our practice, let's go ahead and take a big inhale here together. And exhale to sigh everything out. Begin to bring some gentle movement back to the body, wiggling fingers, toes. A long inhale. Let's bring the arms up overhead, pointing through the toes, stretching out the whole body. And then using the exhale to hug the knees back into the chest. From here, we'll gently make our way to a seat. Option to keep the eyes closed here to really stay connected to the body. And bringing hands to the knees, with the palms facing up, I will leave you with an intention to take off of your mat today. The navel chakra summons confidence, willpower, and motivation to do the things we'd like to do in our lives. Our intention, our mantra is, I can do what I will to do. I can do what I will to do. Let's take a big inhale together. And exhale to sigh it out. It's bringing our hands to the third eye, our intuitive center. Thank you so much for practicing with me. May you have peace and strength in your thoughts, peace always in your words, and peace in your heart. We bow to our practice. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. And if you'd like to check out more of our content, please check out the Yoga Plus app, which you can find in the link down below. I'll see you then.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own routines. Access the Pose Library. Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth, available on Google Play and the App Store.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.